This is TWiT.
Tell us about SeaGL. How did it get started, and what's your audience, and what are you aiming for here?
Yeah, totally. Well, SeaGL, as you mentioned, short for the Seattle GNU/Linux conference. It was founded in, I got the exact date and time Zulu, April 30th, 11:50 p.m. Zulu, actually, when two of the other co-founders, Rob and Deb, were in a car ride. And really, it just started with them wanting a conference like Linux Fest Northwest in Bellingham. There just wasn't a conference like that in the Seattle area. And so we kicked it off back then, and it's been going. This will be our 6th year this year in November.
Wow, 6th year. And so what's the typical run? Is it like a typical multi-track conference?
Yeah, pretty much. There'll be tracks for beginners, intermediate, advanced, real focus on the introductory and beginner level, I would say. It's not just about programming. It might seem that way. It is a tech-focused, but we realize very deeply that tech is about all parts of tech, all contributions. And so it's kind of whatever part you're familiar with and are interested in comes to the conference welcome.
So one of the things we hear from other conference coordinators, conference organizers, is the number of talks they have to reject. Are you at the point where you're popular enough that you get way more talks than you can ever put in your schedule?
Boy, I'm going to defer to Salt. Do you remember how many? I would say I want to say 60% we're able to take. We do get quite a few submissions, definitely more than we can take, but I forget what the exact number.
Yeah, I believe this last year we got somewhere between 120 and 140 submissions, and we're able to accept about 55 of them.
And so go ahead.
I should also mention something that's a little different, is that we are a Friday-Saturday conference, and part of that is that we're held at a local college, and so we try to get student involvement on Friday with more of the employers who aren't paying their employees to come on Saturday.
Oh, that sounds great. And so how did you work out the arrangement with the college to be able to hold the event there?
Yeah, Seattle Central was super generous when we first started. We didn't know how to start a conference. We all wanted one, but it took a real leap of faith from specifically Lisa Sandoval at Seattle Central. It's called Seattle Central Community College back then. Now it's Seattle Central College. And they said, okay, you get sponsors lined up, you get a date, and you can host here for free. So I don't know how common this kind of arrangement is, and we do pay them now. But that was pretty critical in getting started, because it's a real chicken and egg problem between sponsors and site and date. Chickens and eggs, I guess.
Yeah, multiple branches on that as well. So okay, so I'm definitely attending. I'm definitely mark those days off on my calendar. So I'll be coming up, and I've got relatives near there anyway, so I'm probably just going to hang out with them the day before, the day after. So what should I expect to see when I show up on Friday morning? Right
on. Well, I first I want to tell you what you expect not to see. You're at Red Hat Summit right now, right? It's nothing like that. So it's going to be imagine going into one large conference room at Red Hat Summit, and then the entire conference is kind of the expo hall would fit in. Our expo hall would fit in there, and then we use some of the classrooms at the college. They're great for lecturing. That's what they do in them all the time. But it's very small, intimate. Relaxed, low key. There's no registration that you have to do. You can if you want, but some people want to remain anonymous. That's totally fine. There's no charge. You can wear a badge or not. We're at that size where we don't need to worry as much. We just lean very heavily on our code of conduct and take it very seriously and make sure everyone else does as well. So there won't be giant booths with walk-in seating and giant video screens, although the sponsors get very direct, intimate connections in our expo hall. It's small enough that the sponsors make a pretty giant impact. So that's kind of a fun part we can offer that's unique to other conferences for our sponsors.